Reading a screenplay is really difficult. It's not like a book where everything's spelled out for you. You are called upon to imagine visuals and sound really clearly in your mind. I'm a fan of terse writing, and I won't be so solipsistic as to say, well, read my Panic Room script. But if you did read my Panic Room script, I like terse because I think you're trying to get a reader to push their eyes across the page at the roughly the pace that they would watch a movie. Reading a screenplay is really difficult. It's not like a book where everything's spelled out for you. You are called upon to imagine visuals and sound really clearly in your mind. So you have to read with a certain amount of concentration and participation. And I think when you get big, chunky, descriptive paragraphs, you're killing a reader. You're making it too hard. Obviously, I don't like things that are hard, but you have to keep them moving. So those scripts have terse styles that I like and emulate it. However, many writers feel differently than I do, and if you want to read, if you are given to longer descriptions and you like that, a brilliant use of that is Andy Walker's script for Seven. I'm sure that's also online. But Andrew Kevin Walker writes much more fully than I do. It holds you, because he's brilliant. But it's just not my style, it's his.
This is one of my favorite screenwriting clips I've ever made, because I think he gives such an amazing, very simple but beautiful breakdown of what screenwriting is. I've always thought about it like this. The person reading your script is an active participant in the creative process. Like he said, you're calling upon the reader to use their imagination and their focus in a much more full way than like reading a novel. Because that's the goal, right? You're trying to get the reader to see the movie in their mind. The scripts that do that well are the scripts that get sold. They are the scripts that get made because you're taking the work away. The vision is there. They can see it and then it becomes real. It becomes exciting. So that's such a great way to think about it. Okay, and I know there are some screenwriters watching this, so this part right here is for you. Tomorrow, Friday, the 28th, is the last opportunity to submit to the Kino Lime Screenplay Competition. This is the competition where the script that wins gets optioned by Kino Lime and funded. And here's a great way to think about this for me to try to help you really understand how big of a deal this is. Pick your top 3 favorite production companies. We all know what happens when you submit your script in an email, a query letter, unsolicited. They don't get read. They go straight to the trash most of the time. Well, this would be like you submit your script to one of these production companies and someone sees it and they read it. And then they call you up and say, hey, we want to make your movie. That's what Kino Lime is doing, but they're asking you to submit. They want you to submit because they're trying to make movies in a different way. Like open source filmmaking, they want you to be a part of the process because you also get to vote on the scripts that are submitted. You get to have a say in picking the winner. And it's free to submit, so there's nothing to lose. I don't want this to be too long, but if you have a great script, I highly recommend go check them out. Go see what they're all about.